So greetings and welcome to this lecture. Today we will be solving few numericals on second law of thermodynamics. Okay, now here the first numerical which you can see is related to inventor's claim. Okay, so I'll read the numerical. We have to draw the diagram, use the formulas and get the answers. Okay, so and first problem, an inventor claims to have developed an engine that takes in 105 megajoule. Now here what is given in the question? Engine. So I'll draw a diagram of engine. Okay, so I'll draw a diagram of engine over here. This is high temperature source. This is temperature sink, low temperature sink. Higher temperature will be T1 or T high and low temperature will be T2 or T low, and in between I'll have a engine. This is engine which is consuming heat, rejecting heat and giving some amount of work. Okay, so for example, suppose this heat is Q1, work is W and heat rejected is Q2. Now here what is given? Inventor. So inventor means this will be actual engine. Okay, it is given in the question that we have actual engine. Claims to have developed an engine that takes in 105 megajoule. Okay, so this much amount of heat is taken in by the engine. So this Q1 value will be, I'll write down the value over here. This value will be 105 megajoule. At a temperature of 400 Kelvin. So T high temperature is already it is given in the in Kelvin. So I'll write down over here. This is 400 Kelvin. Rejects 42, meaning this heat engine, it is producing power and rejecting some heat. So rejects 42 megajoule of heat. So this Q2 value will be 42 megajoule at a temperature of 200 Kelvin. So here the temperature is 200 Kelvin and delivers 15 kilowatt hour of mechanical work. So here work output is 15 kilowatt hour. Now here understand the units which are given in the question. If you consider the unit of temperature, everywhere temperature is in Kelvin. Heat unit is given in megajoule, which we have to convert in kilojoule. And the next part, if you see over here, work unit, it is given in kilowatt hour. Okay, but since heat unit is, we are going to convert it in kilojoule, work unit should also be in kilojoule. So that care we need to take of unit conversion. Next, what is asked in the question, would you advise investing money to put this engine in the market? Now what is meaning of this? It might happen that this engine, what inventor is claiming, here it is written that inventor claims. That claim could be false. Okay, so how to judge, how can we judge this? We can compare the inventor engine efficiency, which is efficiency of actual engine, with, we have to compare this with the Carnot efficiency. Since Carnot efficiency is the greatest one, if actual efficiency is greater than Carnot, means this is not possible. So we have to calculate that. So first I'll write down efficiency of inventor's engine. Now what is the equation of efficiency? Work output upon heat supplied. Okay, work output is W and heat supplied is Q1. So I'll write down the equation, W upon Q1. Now what is the value of W? W value is 15 kilowatt hour. Now understand this rough work which I am doing over here. We have value in 15 kilowatt hour. Now kilowatt means what? Kilojoule per second. So this will be 15 kilojoule per second hour. Now if we convert this R into seconds, this second in the numerator, this second will get cancelled and we will get unit of kilojoule. So what I'll do now, in this equation, I'll multiply by 3600 in the numerator. So this will be 15 multiplied by 3600. Now what will be the unit? Kilojoule per second, and this R we have converted into second. Now this second and second will get cancelled, and finally we are getting the unit of work as what? Kilojoule. So we have to substitute this value in this equation over here. So I'll write down the value. This will be 15 into 3600. Unit will be what? This will be in kilojoule, divided by what is the value of Q1? 105 megajoule. Convert it in kilojoule. So multiply by 10 raised to 3. So 105 into 10 raised to 3 kilojoule. Okay, all the values are there. You have to just solve the equation. So I can calculate inventor efficiency, efficiency of inventor's engine. That value is equal to, so this I have to multiply by 100. Okay, I'll calculate in percentage. So I'll multiply by 100 over here. So I'll get this value as 51.42%. Now this we will compare it with Carnot efficiency. What is Carnot engine efficiency? Efficiency of Carnot. For engine, if you go back to the formula list, okay, for engine is this device, first device. Okay, now we are looking at which equation? Carnot engine efficiency. Okay, so what will be the equation? T high minus T low upon T high. So use that equation. This will be T high minus T low upon T high. Now please make a note over here that in this equation T high comma T low we should substitute in Kelvin. So substitute the values. T high value we can check. T high is 400, T low is 200. Substitute the values and calculate. So 400 minus 200 divided by T high 400 multiplied by 100. So here I'll get Carnot efficiency as 50%. Okay, now this is first answer which we have calculated, and this is Carnot efficiency. Now if you compare for same temperature limits, Carnot or reversible engine has the highest efficiency. And here you can see we have same temperature limit, but inventor, whatever inventor is claiming its efficiency, that engine efficiency is greater than Carnot, which is not possible. So finally I have to write down a statement below this. So what I'll write down, that is efficiency of inventor's engine is greater than efficiency of Carnot engine. Now this is violating what? This is violating the Carnot theorem. So I'll write down which okay, now understand meaning of this. So we are getting that efficiency of inventor's engine is greater than Carnot engine. Now this is what? This is violating the Carnot's theorem, according to which for a given temperature limit, that is T high and T low, no other engine can be more efficient than Carnot engine. This we have already proved. So here what is the question asked? Would you advise investing money to put this engine in the market. So this engine is not possible, right? So I have written the same thing. I wouldn't advise investing money to put this engine in the market. See now, the question is what can we use instead of W, Q1 minus Q2 as given in the formula list. Okay, that we need to check. Why I will tell you, because here can anyone calculate and check? I think this you will directly get the same value. We are getting answer as 63 megajoule. Okay, and this 15 into 3600. Okay, so let me verify the answer. No, here we are getting somewhere answer is we are not getting answer properly over here. Okay, so there might be some issue with the question, but the basic thing is, have you understood the basic thing? In the calculation part, here energy balance is not taking place. Okay, here you can see this is 105. Maybe some of the heat is going in the form of some other type of energy is there, which is not accounted over here in the heat rejection part. It could be the case. Okay, so if you consider 105 minus 42, we are getting answer as Q1 minus Q2 as 63 megajoule. Okay, so here in the numerator we will get 63 into 10 raised to 3 kilojoule. Okay, but here in the question they have given 15 kilowatt, and this if we consider 15 into 3600, I am getting 54,000. So this is 54 megajoule, and that is 63. So don't consider this Q1 minus Q2 over here, because in question they have directly given here work. Next question. Okay. Now understand the question. I will draw the diagram after reading the question. Using an engine of 30% thermal efficiency to drive a refrigerator having COP of 5. So what is given here? One device, that is engine, is driving a refrigerator. Okay, so what I'll do, I'll draw an engine first. Okay, suppose first I'll write down the heading over here, engine driving refrigerator. So I'll draw the two devices over here. First will be engine. Okay, so engine, this will be higher temperature reservoir of engine. I'll give number as T1. Okay, and bottom side we have low temperature reservoir of engine, that is T2. And here I'll draw the engine. So this engine will consume certain heat, it will give work and reject some heat. So heat absorbed is Q1, suppose heat rejected is Q2, and work done is suppose W. Now this engine is driving another device which is given in the question. So I'll draw that device. Second device is refrigerator. So this will be the refrigerator. So that refrigerator will have high temperature reservoir. Suppose that temperature reservoir is T3. Okay, and bottom reservoir is suppose T4. You can change the numbering. Okay, you can write here T4, you can write here T3. It doesn't matter. Okay, what matters, according to the given question, for the appropriate notation you have to write down the given data. Okay, you can change the notation as per your requirement. Okay, but your answer will remain same. So this is what, this is refrigerator. What is the function of refrigerator? It takes heat from low temperature reservoir and gives it to, rejects to high temperature. So suppose this is Q4 corresponding to T4, and here we will write Q3 corresponding to T3. Now this refrigerator is power consuming device, and this power is taken by which, from where? From the engine. So this W will be what? Q1 minus Q2. Okay, so we'll go back to the question and see what is given. Using an engine of 30% efficiency, I'll write down the data. Efficiency of engine is 30%. Thermal efficiency to drive a refrigerator. Okay, so second device we have shown refrigerator having a COP of 5. So here COP of refrigerator is 5. Next, understand the data properly. What is the heat input into the engine? So what we have to find? We have to find Q1. I'll write down that part. What is the heat input to the engine? So we have to find Q1. For each megajoule removed from the cold body by the refrigerator. Okay, what is meaning of this? For each megajoule removed from the cold body by the refrigerator. Now if you consider this refrigerator, for refrigerator, what is the desired effect? Q4. Heat is removed from this refrigerator part. Okay, so here what data has been given in the question? For each megajoule, each means 1 megajoule removed from the cold body, meaning Q4 data has been given in the question. So Q4 is how much? 1 megajoule. So I'll write down Q4 is 1 megajoule means 1000 kilojoule. Okay, this has been given in the question. Okay, now if the system is used as, so this second part we will see later on. So first part we will calculate now. Okay, what we have to calculate? We have to find Q1 value. So how to find this? Now here nowhere in the question word Carnot has been mentioned. Here you can go through the complete question and see nowhere the word Carnot has been written. So if you go to the formula list, you shouldn't use this formula. Okay, we have to use this actual engine formula. So when I am writing efficiency for engine, you cannot directly write T high minus T low upon T high because there will be some factor X, because this is actual engine. Okay, it could be any engine, but here it is not mentioned in the question. Okay, so that is why what we will do, I'll write down the efficiency of the engine is given. What is that data given? 30%. Okay, so I'll write down the equation of efficiency. So efficiency of engine is what? So here if I use the subscript E, so efficiency of engine is what? Work output upon heat supplied. So this will be W upon Q1. Now this W, it can be written as Q1 minus Q2 upon, in denominator we have Q1. Now from here what I can write? From here I can write that I have to calculate what? Finally I have to calculate this Q1. Okay, so I have to calculate this Q1. So if you consider this equation, this part of the equation, I can write down Q1 is equal to work done upon efficiency of engine, and efficiency is 30%, meaning 0.3. Now here what is not known? W value is not known. If we can find W value, we can easily calculate Q1, which is asked in the question. Now in order to calculate this W value, certain other value has been given. What is given? Q4. So what we will do now, we will consider refrigerator where W is there, Q3 is there, and Q4 is there. Okay, so we will, and COP of refrigerator is given. So we will use that equation and we will try to find what is W. Then substitute that W value over here to get Q1. Okay, so I'll write down COP of refrigerator. COP of refrigerator. What is the equation? This is not a Carnot. Okay, so for a refrigerator, what is the equation? Desired effect upon work. Okay, so I'll write down the equation. COP of refrigerator is desired effect. What is the desired effect now in our case? Desired effect is Q4 upon W. So Q4 upon W. Now the Q4 value has been given in the question, right? So I can write down, and COP is also known. So what I can write, COP value for refrigerator is 5. So 5 is equal to Q4 value, it is given over here, it is 1000. So 1000 divided by W. Only unknown over here is W. So I can write value of W. W is equal to 200 kilojoule. Now substitute this W value in this equation. Okay. So here same work is being supplied to the refrigerator what is developed by the engine. Okay. So I'll write down, I'll consider this equation again. So Q1 is equal to W value is 200 divided by, I'll write down the equation again, W upon 0.3. So W is 200 divided by 0.3. So I can calculate the Q1 value. Therefore Q1 value is how much? 666.67 kilojoule. This is first answer. Now what is the second case? We will see that. Now second case is what? We have to read that case. In this system, meaning in this system, if this system is used as heat pump. Now instead of using a refrigerator, we are using heat pump. So what will happen? That we have to check. How many megajoule of heat would be available for heating? Okay. Now if you consider this, if you change the diagram, if this becomes heat pump, so what is the COP of the heat pump? What is the function of heat pump? Heating. What it heats? This reservoir, higher temperature reservoir. So this is the desired effect, Q3 upon work. This will be the COP of heat pump. Okay. If this system is used as heat pump, how many megajoule of heat would be available for heating? Meaning we have to find what? Q3. Okay, so I'll write down over here, this was case 1. Now second case is case 2. What is this case? Engine driving heat pump. Okay, when engine is driving heat pump, so again you can draw this diagram. Okay, what I'll do, I'll draw the diagram again. Okay, suppose this is the diagram. I'll copy this diagram. Okay, I'll put the diagram again over here. Now only difference is what? Instead of using refrigerator over here, I'll write this as heat pump. This will be heat pump. Okay, so I have changed the diagram. Now accordingly here we have to write the value of COP of heat pump. Okay, so COP of heat pump, that we have to write down. So we'll go back to the question now. Understand the next part of the question. How many megajoule of heat would be available for heating? So this we have to find out, Q3, for each megajoule of heat input to the engine. Now what we will consider here, Q1 value will be, each megajoule means 1 megajoule. So what is the condition now? Q1 is given as 1 megajoule. So this will be equal to 1000 kilojoule. And what we have to find out? We have to find out Q3. Okay, now here the issue is what? We have COP of refrigerator, but COP of heat pump is not given. Okay, now if you recall, we have derived this equation. COP of heat pump is equal to 1 plus COP of refrigerator. And COP of refrigerator is what? 5. Okay, so here what we will get? 1 plus 5, and COP of heat pump will be 6. So now we have value of COP of heat pump. This is the special thing in this numerical which we are using, because in the question COP of refrigerator is given, efficiency of engine is given. Okay, but when we are in the case number 2, when we are using heat pump, there it is not mentioned what is the COP of heat pump. But since the system is same, I am using this equation, COP of heat pump is 1 plus COP of refrigerator, and I'll get this value, COP of heat pump is 6. So I'll write down over here the equation of first efficiency of engine. Efficiency of engine is equal to work output upon heat supplied Q1. Efficiency of engine is 30%, so 0.3 equal to work done we have to calculate for the second case. So W upon Q1 for the second case is 1000. So this will be 1000. So from here I will get new W value for case number 2. What is the W value? So W is 300 kilojoule. Okay. Now I will use the COP of heat pump equation. How to calculate COP of heat pump? It will be the desired effect, which is Q3 upon work supplied. So COP of heat pump is desired effect, which is Q3 upon work supplied W. So here COP of heat pump we have just now calculated, it is 6. Okay, so this value is 6 equal to Q3 we have to find out. Q3 is unknown. Okay, here you can see what we have to find out, Q3. So Q3 is unknown, divided by W we have found out, it is 300. So from here I can find Q3 value. This is equal to 6 3s are 1800 kilojoule. Or you can divide this by 1000, you will get 1.8 megajoule. This is second answer. I'll repeat what we have done in this numerical. Okay. So we'll go back to the first page. Here what is given? In case number 1, it is given that engine is driving refrigerator. Okay, and for each megajoule of heat removed from the body, that is Q4 is 1 megajoule, we have to find what? We have to find heat input to the engine, that is Q1. So I have written the same thing. Q1 we have to find for Q4, value being 1000 kilojoule. So after using this, since two devices are there, for engine I will use efficiency of engine equation, for refrigerator I will use COP of refrigerator. Okay, here W is unknown, substitute from here I will get the W value, COP of refrigerator, substitute over here I will get Q1. That is the first part. And in second part, refrigerator is replaced by heat pump, and COP of heat pump is not given, but we have the relation COP of heat pump is 1 plus COP of refrigerator. See, now if in the question Q3 value, Q4 value, W value or anything is given, data is, if in the question is given to find out the COP of heat pump, then use that data to find COP of heat pump. But here what will happen, using the efficiency of engine and Q1 we are getting W, but for heat pump both Q3 and Q4 are unknown. Okay, so we have two unknowns over here, so we cannot find this directly. Okay, so we cannot use COP of heat pump is equal to directly, I mean this value as Q3 upon W, because COP is not known, okay, work is known, and Q3 is also not known, rather this Q3 is asked in the question. So in order to calculate this COP of heat pump, we need to use this one. COP of heat pump is 1 plus COP of refrigerator. From here I will get COP of heat pump and I can calculate the unknown Q3. Okay, next we will see next question. Again this question is related to one device driving other device. Okay, now this question has been asked in December 17 paper 3A question, 10 marks. Now this question is from PK Nag. Okay, it is unsolved problem from PK Nag. So I'll read the question simultaneously. We have to draw the diagram. So understand the question. A heat pump working on Carnot cycle takes heat from a reservoir at 5 degrees Celsius. So what I'll do, I'll draw a Carnot heat pump setup first. Okay, so let me draw the Carnot heat pump. So this will be high temperature reservoir T1. Okay, we'll see if the values are given in the question later on. This is T2. Then this part will be heat pump. And heat pump is what? Power consuming device. So I'll show over here, it is power consuming device, W. Okay, now I'll read the next data. A heat pump working on Carnot cycle. So here I'll write down with certain color as C. Okay, just to remember that this is Carnot heat pump. Takes heat from a reservoir at 5 degrees Celsius. So it is taking heat from a reservoir at 5 degrees. So this I'll name, this one is Q1, this one is Q2, and lower temperature reservoir is 5 degrees Celsius. It is given in the question. So 5 plus 273, what is the value in Kelvin? 278 Kelvin. Next, and delivers heat to a reservoir at 60 degrees Celsius, meaning it is giving the heat to the reservoir at 60. So T1 is 60 degrees Celsius. Okay, so this is what 60 plus 273. So this is 333 Kelvin. Then we'll read the next question, next part of the question. The heat pump is driven by a reversible heat engine. Okay, now this is not a reversed. Reversed means what? Either it will be a refrigerator or heat pump, but this is what? Reversible. So this is Carnot heat engine. So I'll draw a Carnot heat engine now. So on the right side, I'll draw a Carnot heat engine. So suppose this temperature is maybe T3. Bottom temperature is suppose T4. So I'll show an engine over here. Now this engine is again which engine? Carnot engine. So I'll write down C over here to remember. Okay, because we have to use the Carnot equations. And engine is what? It is power producing. So it will consume the heat from higher temperature source. Suppose this is Q3. Reject some heat, Q4. And it will develop some work. Now that developed work I am showing towards left because it is powering the heat pump. Okay, so instead of showing arrow towards right, I am just showing it towards left because it is powering heat pump. The heat pump is driven by a reversible heat engine. I have shown over here. So both heat pump and heat engine are reversible, meaning in the formula list for heat engine and heat pump, we are not going to see. We are going to see this one because this is not an actual engine. Okay, so we will not going to see this last row. Okay, everywhere we have to use this and this equation. From there I understand, okay, which equation I have to use. So I'll go back to the data part. Now here, please make a note now, instead of using this Carnot cycle word, suppose heat pump, if this part is cancelled off, working on Carnot cycle. Okay, and here instead of this reversible, this word is removed. In that case, you will use this last line of the formula list. You will not use this equation. Okay, now since in the question it is given that the given engine and heat pump is Carnot, so we are going to use the second row formula. So go back to the numerical. Now here, the heat pump is driven by a reversible heat engine which takes in heat from a reservoir at 840. So it will take heat from reservoir at 840, means this temperature T3 is 840 degrees Celsius. So I'll write down over here. This is 840 degrees Celsius. So this plus 273 we will get in Kelvin. Next, and rejects heat to a reservoir at 60. So the bottom reservoir will be at 60 degrees Celsius. So 60 plus 273. This will be 333 Kelvin. Now please make a note that if you observe T1 reservoir is 60 degree, T4 reservoir is also what? 60 degree. So if you see this type of numerical in certain textbooks, it might happen that diagram there will be different. They will keep a single reservoir of 60 degrees Celsius over there and they will accordingly adjust the diagram. So don't see, if you are seeing the textbook, don't get confused. Okay, just understand the concept that here we are showing two different reservoir of 60. In textbook, it might happen that bottom reservoir is by, for example, 60 degrees, and for heat pump, the top reservoir might be 5 degrees Celsius. So arrows in that case will change. Here arrows are going from bottom to top. There in case of heat pump, arrows will come from top to bottom, because heat is taken from low temperature and rejected to high temperature in case of heat pump. Okay. And same for if you are considering engine over here, then in case of engine this will be remaining as it is, because this will be 840. So arrows will be downward only. So it depends on the type of diagram and where we are taking the temperature. So don't get confused. Finally you will be getting same answers. Is my point clear? Now understand the next data. The reversible heat engine also drives a machine that absorbs 30 kilowatt power. Okay, so here what is given, that this engine, whatever power it is producing, it is divided over here. So basically, and here what is the unit? Understand the unit over here. This unit is what? Kilowatt. So instead of using over here Q1, Q2, Q3, Q4, I'll use dot. Okay, so here you can observe this will be Q1 dot, this will be Q2 dot, this will be W dot, and from here some power is taken out to some other device that I'll show. From here power is taken out, and this power is how much? 30 kilowatt. So engine power will be what? It will be W dot plus 30. If you consider this power at this location, it will be what? W dot plus 30 kilowatt. Same way on the right hand side also, this device also have to use dot over here, because the unit is what? Kilowatt, kilojoule per second. Okay, so I am changing the notation in the diagram as well. It depends on the given data. Next we will read, if pump extracts 17 kilojoule per second from 5 degrees Celsius reservoir. So this is a heat pump, this is 5 degrees Celsius reservoir. So Q dot 2 value is given. I'll write down the value. Q dot 2 is how much? 17 kilojoule per second. Now kilojoule per second means kilowatt only. That is why I have written over here Q dot 2 and not Q2. Now what we have to determine? Rate of heat supply from 840 degrees Celsius source. So what I have to calculate? 840 degrees Celsius source means this one. So I have to find what? First part, it will be, can anyone answer? The rate of heat supply from 840 degree Celsius source. मतलब क्या find out करना है? Q dot 3. Okay, so first question is we have to find Q dot 3. Second question, the rate of heat rejection to 60 degree Celsius sink. Now think what will be this answer. Please comment on this. Rate of heat rejection to 60 degree Celsius sink. मतलब क्या calculate करना है? अच्छा हाँ, ये bottom side this will be Q4, right? This will be Q4. हाँ. So tell me what we have to find. The rate of heat rejection to 60 degree Celsius sink. So it will be what? Q dot 4? No. See, now we have two 60 degree Celsius sink. This is also 60 degree Celsius this is also 60 degrees Celsius, and rate of heat rejection to 60 degrees Celsius means Q dot 4 plus Q dot 1. So same thing I'll write down. What is the next question which we have to find out? Q dot 1 plus Q dot 4. This addition we have to find out. So we'll find out the first part, Q dot 3. Okay, so I'll write down the heading. This will be part number 1, Q dot 3. Okay, now Q dot 3. Understand the location of Q dot 3. It is part of engine. Okay, so first what I'll do, I'll consider this. This is what Carnot. Okay, so I'll write down for Carnot heat pump. Okay, I have to use this equation. So I'll go back to this and I'll write down the equation of COP of heat pump, which is Carnot. COP of heat pump Carnot. This will be what? This will be desired effect. Now what is the desired effect over here? Q dot 1. So Q dot 1 upon work supplied is W dot. Okay, and this will be equal to T high upon, what is the equation? T high upon T high minus T low. Okay, so here I have to write down T1 upon T1 minus T2. So appropriately, what is T high, T low, that we have to check. Now I'll go for the engine part. So for efficiency of Carnot engine, what will be the equation? Equation will be work output. What is work output over here? This work output, it will be 30 plus W dot. So I'll write down, this will be 30 plus W dot. That is getting diverted. Okay, 30 is getting diverted over here. So output upon, what is the input to the engine? Input is Q dot 3. So divided by Q dot 3. And since this is Carnot engine, I can write down the efficiency of engine in terms of temperature also. What is that equation? That equation is T high minus T low upon T high. So I'll write down, this is equal to. Now in case of engine, what is T high? T3. What is T low? T4. So T3 minus T4 upon T3. Okay, now what I can do over here is I have to calculate from here, suppose Q dot 1. Okay, so what I can write? Q dot 1 is equal to, what is value of T1? Substitute the value, 333 divided by 333 minus 278 multiplied by W dot. So from here I will get value of Q dot 1. Q dot 1 is equal to 6.0545 W dot. Okay, suppose this is equation 1. If you consider here, consider heat pump. Heat pump is what? It is a open system. Okay, so I'll write down, consider heat pump. Consider control volume of heat pump. What I can write by first law of thermodynamics? Energy in is equal to energy out. Now what is energy in to the heat pump? What is energy in? Q dot 2 plus W dot. And what is energy out? Q dot 1. So I'll write down the equation. So Q dot 2 plus W dot is equal to, energy out is what? Energy out of the heat pump is Q dot 1 equal to Q dot 1. Now Q dot 2 value, it is given 17 kilojoule per second. So Q dot 2 is what? 17 plus W dot equal to Q dot 1. This is equation number 2. Now you can relate what you can do here. Q dot 1, you can substitute instead of that this value. Substitute 1 in 2. So I'll write down substitute 1 in 2. So from here basically what I can do, I can calculate the value of work done. Okay, so W dot value I can calculate. So I'll substitute the value and then calculate it. So 17 plus W dot is equal to Q dot 1, that is 6.0545 W dot. So from here I'll get W dot value as 3.3633 kilowatt. Now I can calculate Q dot 1 as well. So what is Q dot 1? Q dot 1 is equal to 17 plus W dot. Okay, and what is the first part which was asked in the question? First part is Q dot 3. Okay, so we have not reached there yet. So Q dot 1 value is 20.3633 kilowatt. Now we will use the next equation of engine, where we have Q3. We have calculated W dot. Okay, W dot is known, so we can substitute this W dot value in this equation. Okay, we consider this part of the equation. So I'll write down this part of the equation now. Okay, so I have written this part of the equation. Now in this equation I have to substitute all the values, so I'll substitute all the values. So here on left hand side I'll have 30 plus W dot. Okay, now what is that W dot we have calculated? 3.3633 divided by Q dot 3 we have to find out, equal to T3 minus T4 upon T3. Now this part, all the values are known. T3 is known, T4 is known. So substitute these temperatures in Kelvin. So I'll write down the values. 1113 minus 333 divided by 1113. So only unknown over here is Q dot 3, and that value is equal to 47.6618 kilowatt. This is answer number 1. Okay, now next question we will see what is the case number 2. Case number 2 is the rate of heat rejection to the 60 degree Celsius sink. So that we have decided over here. We have to find Q1 dot plus Q4 dot. So second question is Q1 dot plus Q4 dot. Okay, so this part we have to calculate. Now here if you observe, this Q1 dot already we have found out, right? Here you can see this Q1 dot we have already found out. Now what we have to find out, only remaining part is Q4 dot. So in order to understand this, go back to the diagram. Now what we have to find? We have to find Q4 dot. Now this Q4 dot, how we can find this? Understand that part. If you consider energy in equal to energy out for the engine, okay, we know this value of work. Why? Because we know W dot, we have calculated that. Okay, and what else we know? In this case we know value of Q dot 3, which was first question. So what we have to apply? Energy balance to engine. So I'll write down apply energy balance to engine. That is first law of thermodynamics. So apply energy balance to control volume engine. So I can write energy in is equal to energy out for engine. So if you consider engine, we'll go back to the diagram of engine and we'll see what is energy in, what is energy out. So for engine, energy in is Q dot 3 and energy out is this part. This part is what? W dot plus 30 and this will be Q dot 4. So I'll write down energy in is Q dot 3 and energy out is W dot plus 30 plus Q dot 4. So here Q dot 3 value we have already found out. Substitute that equal to W dot also we have found out. So only unknown is what? Q dot 4. So Q dot 4 value is okay. So what we have to find out now? We have to find out that addition, right? Q dot 1 plus Q dot 4. This value will be 20.3633 plus Q dot 4 we have just now calculated over here. So substitute that value in this equation. So Q dot 4 is 14.2985. So we can find out Q dot 1 plus Q dot 4. Okay, and that value is 34.6618 kilowatt. Okay, so we have found out the second part also. We'll quickly go through the question. What was the question here? Question was a heat pump which is Carnot is being driven by a heat engine which is also Carnot. So that is why in the formula list we have to use this second row equation. Don't use this third row equation. Then what was asked in the question? Rate of heat supply from 840 degrees Celsius reservoir, meaning Q dot 3. And second question was rate of heat rejection to 60 degrees sink. So this is 60 degree. So it will be Q dot 1 plus Q dot 4. So how we calculated it? We used COP of heat pump, we used efficiency of engine, both in terms of Carnot, plus we used energy balance for heat pump and we used energy balance for engine. Now here energy output from the engine I have not given any notation. Okay, you can give here any notation. Maybe this is W dot 1 and this value will be what? W dot plus 30. You can use that also, but I have not given any notation. I have used here directly the value. You can give this value as W dot 1. It doesn't matter. Or you can directly substitute this W dot plus 30 over here. Okay, so today we have seen 3 numericals on second law of thermodynamics. We will continue with the numericals in next lecture.